Oh, you're in my videos. Cookie's over here. Okay, we're gonna make a fender. We're gonna make a fender for my Dyna. Let's make a fender. Here we go. Okie dokie. Here's what you're looking at so far here. All this was a Tractor Supply trailer fender, like a steel trailer fender. It was like this, you know what I mean? Like that. You smell what I'm stepping in there? Anyway, so basically all I did was chop the ends off, cut the sides off, and I ripped it down the middle about 1 inch apart. What I have left is this nice chopped up piece of fender here, separated in the middle. And here's why I did that. Let's get this in the picture here. Oh yeah, oh so nice. So the reason that I bought a trailer fender just to modify is because, but look at this. Look at how nice that fits on there. It matches the radius, and that's why I bought this specifically. I shopped all over the place and I found a specific fender with the correct radius for this tire. So this is gonna fit just right. So here's kind of what we're starting with. The fender is gonna get mounted directly to the swing arm instead of these obnoxious things. This is gonna get cut off and cleaned up here eventually. But for now, let's just focus on making the fender. So here we go. All right, so for starters here, I've got the 2 pieces that are gonna be welded together, clamped down. I've got the spots marked where it needs to get ground down a little bit to sit perfectly straight along that ripped edge there. Okay, well this is good enough for me. There's a little light coming through. There's nothing bigger than a 1/16 of an inch, which is the size of the filler rod we're using here. So I'm cool with that. Let's go ahead and tack it up, see how it looks. Got this thing tacked. It's gonna be a piece of cake to weld up. Just want to do a kind of a last minute check and make sure that that was enough that I took off out of the center. And it's looking pretty good. That looks like it's going to be just right. This is galvanized, so I'm going to get all this galvanized coating off of here before I finish weld it. So let's do that. Yep. So this is all welded now. It's still pretty warm. So I don't want that weld showing up there, so I'm gonna grind the weld off. Next step, grind the weld off. So I kicked around a couple different ideas trying to emulate the design that I have on the leather seat that I made, but it just kind of keeps coming out looking like butt cheeks. So I think I'm just gonna do a rounded off, kind of less is more kind of a design. Alright, so I got the lines drawn out to trim the fender up. I want the back to just kind of have this nice, kind of smooth, rounded edge on it. This is also going to be where the fender mounts, as well as where the sissy bar is going to come up. So there's going to be a lot going on in the back. I didn't want to complicate it with more stuff going on back there. So now we're just going to go ahead and get this thing trimmed up. Okay, got this nice and cleaned up on the edges here. What I need to do next is get this perfectly straight here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay a strip of tape down the top, evenly on both sides, and then scribing a perfect arc here to make this edge nice and perfectly smooth. So there you go, you can see how uneven that line was on that first cut. Now that we've traced this, we can go ahead and trim it back so it's a much smoother line there. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. All right. So there you go. The Fender's made. That's it. I mean, we got to drill some holes in it. We chopped it, welded it back together, grinded it down, got all my lines perfectly straight in the shape that I wanted it. And then I also grind all the galvanizing off. I took it down to 80 grit, 100 grit, 220 grit. I didn't actually make any curves. All I really needed to do was make sure that all the lines that I made are straight, and they are. It's fit nice and tight to the tire. Kind of the standard for mounting a custom Fender is you'll hear guys say full rags folded in fours on the tire, and that gives enough room for when the tire heats up and if it loses air pressure and kind of bulges out a little bit. This is 3 rags folded in fours, and I like how tight it is. That's it. The Fender's made. We need to make the mounting brackets, which is also going to be a sissy bar. We need to chop these old brackets off, make this look like it's not all hacked up. That's it. That's how you make a Fender. Without an English wheel, without a shinker sweat, without a shrinker stretcher, without a planishing hammer. All you need is a welder, really. That's all you need. Boom.